Hello, YouTube. For those of you who don't know who I am, you can see by the channel name. My name is Matthew. And I've been severely depressed for the past maybe 2.5 years, two years, something like that. I feel like I was always depressed. I always didn't know why I was here, or why things happen to me the way they do, or why I never had a single good thing happen to me in my entire life. I always ask those kind of questions. And you're probably wondering to yourself, how do I deal with my depression, anxiety, or whatever? I don't deal with it in the best of ways. As some of you guys know, I do have a medical card. I smoke, medical, whatever. And I'm going to be honest. I don't like the way I cope. I don't like the way I deal with my sadness. I don't like the ways that I deal with my emotions. Mostly because I know no other way. I found my solution and I stuck with it. And then eventually it becomes your only friend. And then eventually it becomes your enemy. You get to a point where you're not taking the thing, but the thing is actually taking you. There's a lot of reasons why I might feel the way I do. It's possible, my Nana is having a battle with cancer. So that is something that you always, it's always on your mind. And I know it's probably on her mind way more than it's on my mind. But it does affect me. And other things that do affect me is, I'm going to be honest, I miss my love life. Okay? I miss the person who did me the worst. Okay? And it's really, really hard to admit that, because someone who did you so dirty, did you so wrong, completely ripped your heart out of your chest and then threw it on the ground and started stomping on it, and you still love them. You still care about them. You still want to see them do good things. I want to change my life. I want to be better. I don't want to be this way forever. I've come to realize something. That when you're suffering inside of this life, the reason why you are actively choosing suffering, let me just get something straight. You are always choosing. Always. I'm actively choosing to be sad, bored, depressed, whatever it is. I'm choosing that. I'm aware of that. And even just before I hopped in my car, I was in my room for about 35 minutes just sitting on my bed, at the edge of my bed, on my phone, off my phone, laying down, back, forth. I don't know. I don't like living. I don't like going out there and putting in my all and giving life the ability to fuck me over and make me fail. I don't like that. I understand that you're not going to succeed at every single thing that you do, or every single person that you walk up to might not like you. They might not, every single person is not going to like you. All right? And that's what I need to get through my head. Okay? And I also need to realize that if you let someone sit down and dictate your life, they will. And I know I say this a lot, but when people give advice, they're kind of giving advice off from their own lives. When I tell you guys something, when I say, oh, high school sucked, or whatever, that's coming from my personal experience. I can meet someone who loves school, who every single day was fantastic, and it was honestly one of the best experiences ever, and they don't know how someone could hate school. It's all about perspective. To somebody, I'm the happiest, most jolliest, most positive person on the planet. But to somebody, I'm the kid that never talks. I'm the kid that's the shyest thing in the world. I'm the person, they never even seen me do anything. They never seen me open my mouth, move around. It's hard to actually go out there and do the things you want to do. Because when you want to do something, when you have that desire, you think about all the things that can go wrong. You think about all the times that you could go out there and fail and just have everything destroy you. Because it all just destroys you. Every single thing. It's all the chapters of life combined into one book. And it's your book. It's your book of life. Sometimes I wish I could trade books. Sometimes it feels like I'm trapped inside of my own mind. Sometimes it feels like the eyes that I look out of are not really me. Like it's something else. experiencing. You know, I mean, I would literally do anything in the world to just wake up in the morning and feel all right. You know, I've thought about going to church. I've thought about believing in a God or a higher power or something and giving my life over to make myself feel better. But the idea of it doesn't seem right. Oh, I give my life over to this powerful being that might not even be true. But there's a reason why people believe it. You know, it's because they want to believe in something else. You know, they want to believe that they'll see the people that they've lost. Or that when they die, this all isn't for nothing. That this is not just it. Maybe you'll live again. Maybe you live the same life over and over again. I don't know. Or maybe when you die, this is really it. That there is no second chance. This is not some kind of field day. This is not some kind of game that you can just turn on and off. This is life. It's real. It really is real. And you look around, you see all of these people who all have different lives, much, much different than your life. They may have seen things, experienced things, traumatic things that you can't even grasp your head around. You know, and these people have to walk with that pain every single day. And it's hard not to show it. It's hard to go out there and just socialize and be extroverted, talk to people, smile, jump around, be giddy, enjoy life. Why is that just so hard? It shouldn't be so hard to enjoy something that is just for living. I cannot let life stop me from living life when I'm choosing suffering. When I choose to suffer, I am in control. That's why I'm so used to the suffering, why I'm so addicted to it, because I'm in control when I suffer. I get to pick what happens. As soon as I go out there into the world and I just say, you know what? I don't care what happens. Regardless of the outcome, I am going to go out there and do the goddamn thing anyway. That's when life comes around and bites you in the ass. Or when it could. You know, because I said it before, you're not going to go out there and do and complete every single thing that you want to complete. You might fail. You might get knocked down. Your Jenga tower might implode. That's why you got to start with a strong foundation. Build your way up one day at a time. You know, it's all about progress. You know, it's all about practice. Practice makes perfect every single time. If you sit there and you do it over and over and over and over and over again, you're bound to get good. My sister told me she doesn't want to try something because she doesn't want to be bad at it. But I told her the only way to actually become good at something or great at something or special at something, you got to start first. You got to be bad at it first. Being bad at something is the first step to becoming good. Okay, when you're about to meet somebody new that's also never met you, the nerves are kicking. You need to realize that they have also never met you. That you are also a stranger to them. That you don't know what's going on inside of someone's head. It's weird. This lady that I'm watching walk out of the store. It's so funny that you can only see the outside of a person. Because so much of what goes on inside of a human being goes on inside their head. You know, none of it is real outside of your head. I wish I had that shirt that says it's all in your mind. But it is. You suffer 1,000 times more in your head than you do inside of reality. And here's the thing, memories, sometimes it sucks that you will remember the things that that person will forget. Quickly, too. And you'll have to walk with that pain. Okay, there's something that they don't tell you. Okay, if you lose someone you love, or if something really traumatic happens to you that you don't think you're going to be able to get over it because someone died or something happened to you horribly and it just can't never be fixed, I'm here to tell you that you probably will never feel the same again. Okay, and it's unfortunate. You know, your grandpa died, your mom died, your dad died, someone left you, something bad happened. I don't know what it was. But yeah, you'll probably never be the same again. You'll probably never be the same person again. You'll be a stronger person. What doesn't kill you makes you a little bit stronger. Makes your heart pump a little bit harder. You know, because you are a survivor. I want to change my life. I want to be better. Every day I wake up and I just repeat the same day over and over and over again. I mean, today I didn't even want to get out of bed. It felt like I had sacks like molded into my feet. Like I couldn't even like stand. Making my bed was one of the hardest things I did today. Hopping in the shower was the second. Holding up a lifeless body. Wow. It's a pretty sexy motorcycle, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too sure what would make me happy or what even happiness is. You know, because sometimes I feel like if I just didn't know what the word happiness was, if I was never happy before, maybe I could actually be happy. Maybe I could actually live my life. You know, because I don't just say this just to say it. Your thoughts, you know what? Guys, stay tuned, dude. Stay tuned. Your thoughts. Okay, the reason why I am moving my car real quick. Oh my God, everybody. You know what? We're going to keep this all in. Okay, we're going to keep this all in just because I don't feel like taking a second take. All right, we're going to move the car. Why am I moving the car? I don't know why I'm even moving the car. I don't even know why I just did that. That was totally just out of, like, stupidness. How am I going to end the video here? I want to change my life. I want to be better. Am I going to be better? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm probably going to do the same shit. All right? But it doesn't mean I don't want to get better. It doesn't mean that I don't actually want to change. Because I do. I really, really do. It pains me every single day. And it just sucks. You know, it's like life is taking a bat to my knee and it just goes, do. Until eventually I'm knocked down. And I have nothing left to show. You see, even my head, I mean, this is how bad my head, I mean, I know what I just did was not, I mean, it wasn't good, you know, like the camera fell, you weren't able to see. In my head, that's horrible. Like, in fact, my life just ended when that just happened. That's what the way my brain works. If I were to go out there and talk to somebody, and then, like, they showed me, like, I don't even know, dude. Like, it's just, like, it's weird. Like, even if I know somebody for, like, a year, and then they start talking bad, or, like, they start talking negatively, or, like, even if it's true. You know, sometimes it's true, and I take it with a grain of salt, because you should take everything with a grain of salt. But just, sometimes life is just not it. Sometimes it's just not that. You know, when you sit there and you're anxious and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to live exactly. You know, because that is the actual question. How do you live this life? You know, how do you live it the right way? There is no such thing as doing it the right way. There is no such thing as going out there and doing it 100% the right way. No one's ever has. No one ever did. And that's okay. You know, because eventually one day you will become a gravestone. 6 feet under. Maybe people will visit your grave. Maybe they won't. Not too sure it really matters. You know, because that's just the way things go. You know, life goes on. You move on. You know, I was watching TikTok and I seen this girl that she was inside of France and she was like, a question for the American people. What is the word embarrassment? What does embarrassing even mean? And I'm like, what? Like, you don't even know what the word embarrassing means? She's like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I wasn't talking to her, it was a TikTok. She was like, if I'm walking out of the store and I fall and trip in front of everybody, I'm not going to be embarrassed. It's life. You get up and you move on. You know, it was really crazy to me. It's crazy to me that another part of the world doesn't even know what that word means. We just made it up. We made up these feelings. Embarrassment. I don't even know what else. I mean, sadness is obviously real. And anxiety and stuff like that. I could feel that. But, like, doing something embarrassing, you know, like dropping my phone, like, I mean, you get up and you move on. You know, that's just what happens. You know, it would have been a sign if the video just cut out. you know, I mean, then I would have just said, okay, it's time to restart or whatever. But just, yeah, I am not okay. And that's okay. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. All right, even though it may not be my fault necessarily as to why I feel this way. But it is my responsibility. It is my responsibility to take care of myself, to put myself first, to do things the right way, to put honesty and just respect into everything that I do. That is up to me. You know? I'm going to try my best. I know I just say it every single day. I say it throughout the months. I'm going to change. I'm going to be better. I really am trying. I really am trying. And I'm going to update you guys all the time on my journey. But I really am trying to be better. I really am trying to change the way of thinking. Just because when you change the way you look at things inside of this life, the things you look at change. And that's just a gimme. Thank you for watching the entirety of the video. Thank you for putting up with me driving and plopping down. Thank you for hanging out with me too. Thank you for listening to me. If you can do one more thing for me, it's not that hard. Oh, it's hard. Stay positive. Because hurting yourself might be the easiest thing you ever do inside of your life. But healing yourself, actually going out of the way and healing yourself, that is the hardest thing you will ever have to do for yourself.